Okay, so for the level 4 task, I need to compose 4 chords, 4 beats per chord, and 4 beats is 1 bar. So I've already got one from the level 3 task. So what I'm going to do is work out what chords I'm going to use. So I'm going to go for a C chord, then an F chord, then a G chord, and an A minor chord. The principle is the same for every chord. Play a note, miss a note, play a note, miss a note, play a note. So I've got my first chord, my C chord, then I'm going to do V, N, and comma. My next chord, for my G chord, and there's my A minor chord. So for all these chord shapes, I'm skipping a note, playing a note, skipping a note, playing a note. Now, as I've already got my first chord, when I hit record, my first chord, so when I hit record, I can just start on that second chord, which is my V, N, comma. So I'm going to move the playhead to where my second chord is going to start, and then hit record. I've also slowed the tempo down to make it a bit easier. Okay, so if I double click on this or click MIDI editor, I can see my chords. I'm going to quantize them, so I'm going to highlight those notes I just recorded. Oops. Make sure it's on hour. Highlight the notes and then click quantize. And then we should have a 4-bar chord progression. Okay, and there we have it. If you are sequencing instead, so an alternative is to copy and paste your notes. So I'm going to highlight and then hit edit copy or Control C. I'm going to right click. Yeah, right click copy. Then I move the playhead. Then paste. And I move this is on C, so I move it to F. So there's my first 2 chords. Okay, then my next chord is going to be G. So I move this to bar 3, and then again I Control V or right click and paste. So Control V to paste, and this time I'm going to move it down to G there. And my last chord is going to be A minor. So again, copy and paste. And I'm going to drag it down to A. Now, you'll notice with A, I said A minor. So the minor chords are slightly different. So this is not the chord I wanted. If you look at that middle note there, that's actually C sharp. I want it to be normal C. So if the chord sounds a bit wrong, it's probably the middle note that you need to adjust from a major to a minor. So for A, I've moved that middle note to make sure it's the white note in the space. Okay, I don't want to be using any black notes for this task. So my G chord and the A chord. So it's the same, exactly the same product, except I've used sequencing rather than recording them in.